Often you might have content on your site that's suitable for more than English speakers. So for example, a generic topic like how to remove pimples. Everyone in the world has that problem and everyone is searching for those sorts of solutions. If you had a site that was already in English, you could also target some overseas visitors as well and hopefully convert them into customers to buy your products. So the first thing that we want to do is install the Transposh widget and WordPress plugin that's available from the WordPress repository. You can just download that and install it in the back end of your WordPress site. It has a widget which I've moved over to the sidebar here, and I've already selected some languages that I'm going to use. Now we can see that my article is called How to Remove Pimples. And I want to convert that into German. I want to target the German market, and I don't want to just rely on people coming to my site and pressing the language translation. I want to actually target these words because I actually want to rank on it. So what I'm going to do is go over to Google Translate and see in German what How to Remove Pimples translates to. And you can see that I've selected German from this drop-down list here of all countries where I can translate phrases. I don't suggest that you translate whole slabs of articles. They should be really done by someone that's competent to do that. But we're just picking out keywords, and basically our hope is that we can rank on keywords in some foreign countries, attract some foreign visitors to our sites that will also buy our products and be returning visitors. So I've taken that phrase and I'm going to put it into the Google keyword tool. Now, up here where it says all countries, I'm going to choose Germany from the drop-down menu, if I can find it. So where are we? So I found it from the drop-down menu. Of course, it was right up the front where I didn't expect it to be. So Germany, I've selected in the location and languages, and from the right-hand side, I've chosen German as the particular language. Now, I could target more than one language. So, for example, in Germany, people may also speak French, for example. So I could select both languages if I wanted to, just in the one location. So for places like, Morocco, for instance, people also speak French as well as Arabic, so I could target two languages within the one location. Now I just want to have the local monthly searches, and I'm just going to search for that particular phrase over here in German. Now I can see that that phrase, how to remove pimples, in German is obviously not what people are searching for because there's just nothing there. But I can see that there's a lot of other things here. So for example, anything that's got acne in it looks like it's going to be something with an acne treatment. It's a long time since I did school German and I actually got kicked out of the class, so I'm not the best one to be translating this, but let's try this phrase, or something like, this one, it's got the word acne in it, and we can see that it gets 18,100 searches per month locally, but 22,200 globally, so people are searching in their own language in other countries as well. So if we go over to the translating tool, and if we put in that German phrase over here, so from German, and we translate that, that's home remedies for acne. Now that's not what I wanted because my article was, for memory, how to remove pimples, so it wasn't really targeting home remedies. So I need to find another word that comes up in our research that really relates to our article a little bit more. So maybe this one here called acne odor pickle. And again, I apologise for my translations. and my accent. Acne or pimples? No, that's not going to cover it. And we obviously need to go through this and just, unless you're a native speaker, is just, try them or put them all in bulk just to translate them and find the one that really is best suited. No, that's not going to do. So try another one. This could take a few minutes, but it's well worth it. So what to do with acne? That might be better because our article was called How to Remove Pimples. So what to do with acne might not be too bad. Locally, it gets 22,200 searches per month. Now we'd need to go into Google Deutschland and actually work out the competition for that word, but say the competition was okay, this might be a phrase that's worth going with. So I've just gone over to Google Deutschland and I'm going to type in that phrase that we searched. And I can also see from the predictive text here that there's some other things that have come up that if I copied those, they might also be good words to target as well. So we can see that there's 20,800 competition, which that's pretty good. Now if we looked through the links over here and run SEO Moz on it, I'm sure we'll find, one at least where we could actually get a ranking on the front page here. So far that little expression is looking good. So now what we'd need to do is go back to our article. And what we want to do is translate the article and we want to edit it. So this little box will come up when you're ticked as administrator. And it will allow us to edit it in our chosen language. So I'm just going to click on the flag for Deutschland and it's translated that into Deutsch or German. So now what we want to do is pick out where our expression came from and click on this little yellow box. And so we can see the original text here was how to remove pimples. We know from our research that that didn't get any searches per month. So we want to change the title down here to that little phrase. Give it a capital letter because it's the title. And now we want to save it. And we just go through and sprinkle in our little foreign keyword wherever the other keyword appeared. Or we might even want to add a little sentence at the end perhaps. Now I don't suggest you do this with full articles, but if you do it just with little phrases, that's okay. If you find you're getting a lot of traffic and a lot of visitors from foreign countries, then you should go to the expense of actually getting a translator in who can actually translate the content for you and make it readable in the foreign language. But you would only do that once you've tested it out and seen how many visitors, and this is a good way of doing that. So whenever we click on this little yellow box, it will allow us to make some changes. So acne is a skin condition that affects many people, especially teenagers. Well, that doesn't really fit my how to treat acne little phrase that I got, so I'm not going to remove that. So again, these are all little tips here, but if I wanted to sprinkle it in again, I'd probably put it over here. So article source, and I put it down the end, give it a tick, and then I've got it at the beginning and at the end, so that you can see that we've translated this all. We can also translate the top pages, etc. if we want. Now the idea is that you would get some great keywords that already relate to content that you have. Sprinkle in those keywords in each article, so one keyword per article, just like this. And then do it one language at a time. So I've done German. Next time when I've got a little bit of time, I'll research perhaps some Swedish words or Spanish words, wherever my target market is coming from. And again, if you get a lot of traffic, perhaps even start up another WordPress directory on your site just for that particular language. So you might have howtotreatacne.com /DE meaning Deutsch, and where the German version is, where you'd have all those translated lovely German content for people. It's a great way to test it out and see if people are actually coming to your site from other countries. Now, like all SEO, the art of this is to just sprinkle it in, and perhaps use your translated keywords or related keywords that you might have got when we went up here on the suggestion box to sprinkle into the article. You don't want to actually be putting in things that are too keyword stuffed. Remember, that's old SEO, so natural related words, related content, which you can all get from the Google keyword tool or that predictive text. So I hope you enjoyed that little video. Thanks very much.